Hi gang, one of the things that I've noticed from grading the homework is a lot of you are not validating your home page, or you're not updating the link to the validation home page, which is down here. So what I want to do is, first of all, I'm going to copy this URL. So I'm going to highlight it here, do Control C or Edit Copy, or if you're a Mac, Command C. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click down here. The link doesn't go all the way through, but it does give me quite a good chunk of it. If I wanted to, I could just type in validator.w3.org or just Google validator, one of the two. Or I could do like I did here, click on this page right here, and then paste, which is Control V or Command V if you're a Mac, and then I click on check. Now the nice thing about this is it will give you a hint if you have an error, and unfortunately I do. It's telling me it's a CSS mistake. It's saying that I've messed up the properties here, and what happened was I have an extra space. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to fix that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix it in brackets. Let's get it right here. I've already fixed it. I actually bumped it up a little bit, but this was the problem that it was giving me. I know that because it tells me essentially where it is. It's line 13. Line 13, font size, so I know that that was the mistake. I save it, I FTP it up, and then it's working good. Well, what I want to do is once I've got that fixed, I'm going to come up here, I'm going to highlight this whole thing right here, do a Control C, come down here to where to update this URL, I just highlight from the HTTP down, so in other words between the quotes. I highlight that, I do a Control V since I've already copied it. I file save, and then I use FileZilla to FTP it up. Well, I want to show you an example. I don't want to fix this because I want to show it for all my other classes. So I'm going to come back to my main page. I've got another homework page that I have up there that should be working properly. I click on my link right here. It takes me to my homework page. I notice right here, yep, it's working. All those mistakes are fixed, and I'm a very happy camper. Now I got to tell you, this is so important because there's that 800-pound gorilla called Google, and Google wants good code. It assumes that if the code is kind of cheesy, it will not work, basically. That it might be a fly-by-night operation, so they will give preference to somebody that has a site that's coded well versus a site that's not coded properly. And that's why I really harp on making sure your pages are valid. Now the next thing you have to realize is, there's a lot of competition out there, these drag and drop websites, but if you try to validate their code, it's not valid. So this is going to be a competitive advantage. Also, if you're talking to somebody in an interview, you talk about how you make sure that you check that all your code is valid. And if they aren't impressed, they should be. And if they're not impressed, the person probably doesn't know much about web design or e-commerce. But nonetheless, if you give me a page that's not valid, I guarantee you it will be at least 10% lower than it should have been. If you would have gotten extra credit, there's no extra credit when the code is not valid. It could be the most beautiful site. You're going to get 5% off of 50 points, which is 5 points. 10% off 50 points, which is 5 points. I'm sorry. But once again, this is how you make sure that your code is working. Remember to make the changes in brackets. Make sure you FTP the latest and greatest. Now you need to do that for every homework assignment. It's that important. And I'll be especially brutal on the final if you don't do that. So please take the time. It's definitely going to be worth it. And thank you, and we'll be talking to you soon.